Good afternoon, boys and girls. It is another beautiful fall day, so we thought that we would come outside today and talk about leaves and trees. So let's sing hello and then we'll get started. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Oh, it's good. It's oh so good to be with you. If you listen really carefully, you can hear my feet crunching up the leaves because some of the leaves have already fallen off the trees, but I want you to look way up tall in those trees at the very top, and I want you to see if you can find some leaves. I see some brown leaves and some yellow leaves. I see some leaves that look like footballs and some leaves that are pointed. All different kinds of leaves in these beautiful trees. And I thought we would talk today about high and low. And I brought an instrument called a glockenspiel, or some people might think it's a xylophone. We can call it either one, that'll be fine. But it can make a high sound or a low sound. And we could even pretend that we are climbing a tree. We could go up, 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 up. And then we could go down, 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 down. Ooh, let's try that one more time. Up, 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 up. And then down, 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 down. Did you hear that birdie trying to sing to me while we were singing about our tree? So we can go from high to low, and we can pretend like we're climbing that tree. I actually have a poem for you about two little apples in a tree. So I'm going to pretend that my hands are apples, and here is my poem. Two little apples hanging in a tree. Two little apples smiling at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples. They were good. Let's try it one more time. Two little apples hanging in a tree. Two little apples smiling at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples. They were good. And Miss Susan, I want you to look down here. I made you a poem and a picture of my poem. And my poem has some long sounds in it, and it has some short sounds. Listen to my poem. Red apples, green apples, yellow apples, fun. Sour apples, sweet apples, juicy apples, yum. Oh, try that one more time. Red apples, green apples, yellow apples, fun. Sour apples, sweet apples, juicy apples, yum. Oh, this time I'm going to take my hands right here and I'm going to make a swish when I see the long line, and I'm going to clap when I do my apples. Watch this. Red apples, green apples, yellow apples, fun. Sour apples, sweet apples, juicy apples, yum. Listen one more time. Red apples, green apples, yellow apples, fun. Sour apples, sweet apples, juicy apples, yum. Oh, and I also brought you, I'm going to show you right down here, I also brought you a shaker. Now you can make a shaker at your house. You could do something with a little container and put some rice or some beans in it, and it would make a shaking sound. But this time, when I see the apples, I'm going to shake my shaker. So it'll sound like this. Red apples, green apples, yellow apples, fun. Sour apples, sweet apples, juicy apples, yum. One more time, listen. Red apples, green apples, yellow apples, fun. Sour apples, sweet apples, juicy apples, yum. So you look around your house and see if somebody can help you make a shaker. So before we go, Miss Susan actually has a song, and this is my recorder. It can make low sounds and high sounds. Listen to my song. So this song is called Apple Tree, and it says, apple tree, will your apples fall on me? I won't cry and I won't shout if your apples knock me out. I'm gonna try that one more time. I think I messed up a couple of the little notes before. Listen. Listen to the words this time. Apple tree, will your apples fall on me? I won't cry and I won't shout if your apples knock me out. So you stay right here. I'm going to show you this apple. And then I want to show you my 3 little silly apples. Apple tree. Oh, this little apple only has 1 eye. But these 2 red apples make a higher sound than this green apple. Listen. Apple tree, will your apples fall on me? I won't cry and I won't shout if your apples knock me out. Listen one last time. Apple tree, will your apples fall on me? I won't cry and I won't shout if your apples knock me out. Oh, and there's a really fun game. Maybe one day we'll play the apple tree game. I've had a really good time today with you talking about leaves and high and low. Oh, we even talked a little bit about short and long, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. So I'm going to go find Scruffy. I think he's around here making sure. Oh, is he down in the woods? Is he crunching those leaves? I don't know. Oh, there he is. Hello. Oh, you're panting. Have you been running around looking for apples? You have? Did you have a good time looking for apples? Did you look up and down? You did? Do it one more time and help us. Up and down. Maybe in a few weeks we'll come back outside and see if there's any leaves left on the trees. Friends, we've had a really good time with you today, and we thank you for playing with us, and we thank you for talking about these important musical things. We want to thank today the Cabarrus Arts Council and our Foundation for Early Childhood that have helped us to come to see you via YouTube. So thank you so much to our friends at the Cabarrus Arts Council, and Scruffy and I want to sing goodbye, boys and girls. Hope you had a good time. Look for leaves and maybe you can make your own shaker. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.